It's an ML Sports Take brought to you by our friends here at CH Insurance, always in your corner every day, every way. Make sure you log on to chinsurance.cc today and find out that insurance program that's good for you both personally and commercially. Okay, here we go. Syracuse wins on the road 69-58, and there's a section of the fan base. Oh, Pitt's not that good. Come on, people. It's still in conference. It's on the road. You hadn't been playing well. You're getting blown out at Duke. You've gotten blown out at Virginia, at North Carolina. In the snap of a finger, this team can get blown out. To me, there were three keys to this game. Number one, Syracuse rebounded. Now, they still got out-rebounded by 40-36, but it wasn't an overwhelming amount where it would have let the game get out of control. 2, 3, 5, 7 rebounds in a row. All of a sudden, you're down 15 points, timeouts. It just gets out of control like we saw at Duke and at North Carolina and at Virginia. Syracuse hung in there from the rebounding standpoint. The second thing was, I thought Syracuse's defense was really, really huge in this game. They were nails, flipping up man and zone and all the rest, to the tune that Pittsburgh only made 5 of 26 from 3 and only 23 of 65 from the floor. That was a huge thing as well. But the third thing and most important thing in my book is what I talked about not too long ago, where Syracuse has so many holes in the roster, where there's just a lot of guys who every night you're going to get 2-3 guys minimum who just don't show up. And consistently, you haven't gotten Starling. Consistently, you haven't gotten Benny Williams. McLeod is now hurt for the year, and even though he wasn't really producing a lot, he's still a dude to go in there at the center position, give a couple fouls, get a rebound here, get a block there, maybe a couple of points, then go out, and then Brown comes in with that big energy, Copeland, etc. But you had multiple guys, a couple guys in the starting lineup. Taylor as well would be lumped into that group, not really producing much as well. Consistent holes in the lineup, consistent holes on the overall roster. Guys who aren't scoring, aren't producing. Now, you only got 2 points out of Brown last night, but here's the difference. Benny comes in with 7 off the bench. The kid... Starling, first of all, with 17. And then you had guys come in left and right off the bench. Copeland again, gives it to you, right? Kyle Cuff Jr. comes in and gives you 5. When you look at this bench play, you had a total of, 8, 5, 13, and 7. That's 20 total points for Syracuse off the bench. And that helps, right? That helps when you only get 2 points out of Brown and you only get, again, 6 out of Taylor. Normally, if you had 8 points there from those two guys and Benny gave you nothing, you'd really be screwed, right? But now Benny becomes a big part of this team. So if Syracuse doesn't have 3 or 4 holes in the lineup every single night and they produce, they're going to win these kind of games. And I thought that was a big deal for them to be able to get 7 out of Benny. Cuff had 5. That's 12. It makes up for Brown a little bit there, and Starling was huge in this game. He had 17 points. He was the leading scorer for Syracuse. That's a big deal right there. In a lot of games this year, you haven't gotten anything from Taylor. You haven't gotten anything from Starling and a third guy and maybe a fourth guy. But in this particular case, Brown doesn't show up, Taylor doesn't show up, but everybody else contributes and it levels it out. And then you get a couple points on top of that and it turns into an 11-point win. So I thought those were the 3 biggies. Syracuse rebounded enough. Their defense was lights out in terms of mixing and matching man zone. That zone, it really, moved around quite a bit, and Pittsburgh was kind of like not expecting it. That's what's great about Red's team, right? You can go zone, man zone and change it up a ton. And then obviously the big time contributions from guys where you can't have those, you can't have those laid eggs in the rotation all the time. You can't have just 3-4 duds every single night, because where else are you going to get scoring? You can't ask Judah Mintz to score 25 a night, Bell 25 a night, Copeland 15 a night. You got to get points from here, there, and everywhere, and they got that last night. Even though Taylor and Brown only gave you 8 points, you make up for it because Copeland throws 8. Starling with the big 17-point outburst there. Bell gave you 10. I still think you can get more out of Bell. I think the offense changes when Bell is scoring, when he's running, when he's moving. I think when Bell can score and do his thing and stretch the defense, it looks a lot better for Syracuse overall offensively. I like what I saw last night. Now you've got 3 straight home games for the Cuse at the JMA Wireless Dome. Let's see if they can go on some kind of a run here. Again, Quadrant 1 wins are still possibly available down the line. Oregon could become one. You still have North Carolina at home. Maybe Clemson gets ranked again and they get back into the Q1 area. You got a lot of things going on there, but upcoming, Miami Saturday, FSU Tuesday, NC State the Saturday after. 3 very winnable games. If Syracuse can clean house there, go on the road to Wake even, and Louisville, Hey, you never know here. I know, one game at a time, but it's very possible that Syracuse could get 4 of the next 5. Gulp if they win 5 in a row. Could you imagine a 6-game win streak for the Cuse heading into the month of February? Might change the fan outlook just a wee bit. ML Sports Take here from CH Insurance, always in your corner every day, every way. They are here 24/7, 365 to help you out with any kind of claims. And don't forget, New Year's resolutions are also important in the insurance world. Just call them up. Ask the questions. How can they help you? Get that personal provider. Call CH Insurance today. Go follow them on Instagram and like their Facebook page as well. CH Insurance, doing great things in the community as well. CHinsurance.cc, always in your corner every day, every way. As I always tell you, enjoy the games.